Hello everybody, welcome back, welcome to another video. My name is Gabriel, and today we have the LEGO Ninjago Legacy set, Fire Dragon Attack. This is set number 71753 for ages 8 and up with 563 pieces and 4 minifigures. And this was released in 2021 for around $50 in the United States, and I found it on sale at Walmart for like 20 bucks, which is amazing. And this set is based off of Season 1 of Ninjago and the first 2 pilot episodes when the ninja are going on their first adventures, and when Kai finds the Sword of Fire in the Fire Temple and the Fire Dragon emerges, and then later on in the show they tame the dragons and become friends. And this is Kai's dragon Flame. So as you can see some pictures here on the back of the box, that's what it actually looks like in the show. And it's got a bit of a belly there for some reason, but if you look at the set, this one's more muscular. I think I like the set version a lot better. Let's open it up and see what we got inside. I just moved my whole backdrop. Let's see. This uses the thumb tabs, but I already opened it and built it, so it's been repackaged. Keep that in mind. Whatever. I don't remember what bags are in here. So, oh, okay, it is the original bags. Sometimes I use like Ziploc bags or something, and then it doesn't look very good. But let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 building stages and a huge instruction book. This is, I'm going to say large size, and I can't wait to get started. So, let's get into the speed build. And here we have the final build. As you might have noticed halfway through the speed build, I accidentally put the legs in the sockets where the wings are supposed to go. But this was an okay build. I didn't like the repetitive feature of the wings and the legs because, I don't know, I think according to my brain, if you build something once, it's boring once you build it again. That's why I kind of didn't like it. And but the minifigures are great. I love the minifigures, so let's get into that. So we got 4 figures including the set. We have Kai, Zane, Whiplash, and a really cool version of Legacy Nia. So we'll take a look at them in that order. Starting off with Kai, this is a really cool version of Legacy Kai we have. And what Legacy Kai means is that this is meant to be a representation of his Season 1 uniform. Not really, but it's sort of like a throwback kind of uniform. And it's got this cool new mask piece with it's some really cool molding on the back. It's got some long ties in the back. And I like how it fits with this armor piece in the back as well. It's got some nice torso and leg printing, even toe printing. And he shows up with the Sword of Fire again in this set, which is canonically accurate to this set because he does have a Sword of Fire at this time. He also has another katana in his back, which is accurate to Kai's weapons after the Ninjago movie, which are dual katanas. So now he can wield them both, which is pretty funny. And this cool shoulder pad piece, I think it was introduced in Season 11. It has a little shuriken engraved at the top, and then this cool scabbard in the back, where you can insert the swords into, and it's a pretty cool looking piece. Here's what Kai looks like without the mask. As you can see, it's the same Ninjago movie face print with both expressions, and he also has some back torso printing that was hidden up by the armor. This version of Kai is not exclusive. He appears in the 2020 Destiny's Bounty, the 2021 Ultrasonic Raider, the 2021 Ninjago City Gardens, and the 2021 Fire Dragon Attack, and he goes for around $2. Next up we have Zane, and I think I like this Zane design a lot better than the Kai design. I don't know why, it's just the way his suit looks really cool. He comes with shurikens of ice, which is canonically accurate to what he had at this time in the show. He also has a silver katana in his back, the same gold armor piece that Kai had, but his suit is just a little bit different. I mean, aside from the colors, it's got a slightly different design, whereas Kai's suit had like Kai's suit looks like a normal ninja gi, whereas Zane's here is like a cross kind of gi. I don't know, it's weird, it's a little different. But it still looks pretty cool, and he's got that mask piece in different colors. Here's what his face looks underneath the mask. He has no alternate expression, but he does have some back torso printing and back head printing, which looks nice. I'm curious, what does the back head printing look like under the mask? I bet it's scary. Oh yeah, that's pretty scary. This version of Zane is also not exclusive. He appears in 3 other sets: the 2021 Ultrasonic Raider, the Ninjago City Gardens, and the Fire Dragon Attack. And he goes for around $2.50. Next up is a new variation of Whiplash, which I think is pretty cool that we got to see a return in character from the original sets back then in 2011, and it's nice that they made like a newer version of him. He's got this cool armor shoulder pad piece right now, and he has some printing on his hips for like a belt. And he also has some like printing on his torso up there for like cracks, and there's like screws in his bones. That's pretty interesting. He has this big broken scimitar piece for a weapon, and he has a cool bamboo, or not bamboo, but like the straw hat that they have. And he also has a cool mold for a head, which is this skull piece, and it's got like a big weird, oddly disfigured skull. It's not like a normal what a normal human skull would look like. That's why I think it's just to make the figure look more evil. And Whiplash is not exclusive. I mean, of course, he did appear in other sets way back then, but this is the new version. This new version appears in the Epic Battle set, Kai vs. Skullkin, and the Fire Dragon Attack. And he goes for around $3. Now, Nia here is a really interesting character, or not character, minifigure, because this is a legacy, like a golden version of the ninja, representing 10 years of Ninjago. There was one for all 6 of the ninja, and one for Master Wu as well, which was, the Master Wu appeared in the City Gardens, and the other 6 ninja are scattered throughout the builds, or different sets. I already have the Golden Lloyd from the Tournament of Elements sets I reviewed way back then, and now I have Golden Nia, and this is a really cool looking figure. I love the hair, how it's like dual molded. It's got like a ponytail with the ninja wraps all around, and she has the light blue mini mask and some really awesome printing. If you look closely, there's even toe printing down there, as you can see it glimmering in the flash, and there's a lot of other like shiny parts as well. Nice gold arms and gold hands, and the gold armor pieces. She comes with 2 gold katanas as well. Here's what she looks like with the katanas and without the mask. She does have an alternate face print with a happier expression. And here she is without the armor, so you can see the back of the torso print. It actually looks really nice with like a water kind of, it's kind of like a river, actually. I just noticed that. It's pretty cool. Now, some of you may think that this figure is exclusive, but this version of Golden Nia is actually not. All of the golden figures are not exclusive to their sets, because they did show up in 2 sets. So they showed up in... This Nia obviously shows up in this Fire Dragon Attack, but they also showed up in the Temple of Celebration set, which was an employee exclusive set that LEGO gave out to their employees, and it had all 6 Golden Ninja. I think it had Golden Wu as well, and also a Santa Garmadon, which was pretty crazy. But if you were not a LEGO employee, then it is exclusive to this set, and she goes for around $14.50. Another thing to mention is that Nia comes with a little display stand as well, with a cool print in this 2x2 tile saying 10 Ninjago years, or 10 years Ninjago 10 years, something like that. And there's studs for her to stand on, and I like how it has the colors of the studs representing Nia's colors, and that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put that up on display next to my Golden Lloyd. To the build, there's only one build of the set, which is Kai's Fire Dragon Blaze. Now this is a really cool representation of what we got back then in 2011 when we had the original build of Blaze, and I think this one's a lot cooler in my opinion. It has a lot of confusing joints that I don't really like because it's hard to pose, but they're moving on to the, whoops, there goes the foot. That's an issue. I guess the feet pop off. But on the wings here, you get one right here. It's a socket joint, so you can move back and forth, or like you could rotate it and then you can move it up and down. The wings here have this really nice fabric piece. This is something I like. It's like a giant wing made out of fire, and they close and open with these axles underneath, and they're held on with ball joints, so that's pretty cool. And there's a little ball joint with a claw right here. The claws can move back and forth, and that build is mirrored on the other arm. There are two stickers on here as well. The head is a pretty cool piece. So it moves, it's two molded pieces clipped together, and they clip open. There are two studs inside where you could stick in like a piece of fire, have him breathing out. It's on a ball joint, so you can turn it all the way around. Same thing as this part of the neck is another ball joint. There's a little harness up top here where you can sit a figure, so you can sit Kai on top of Blaze as he rides him into battle. And if you don't like the harness, you could just clip it off just like that. This part of the neck is on some hinges. And moving on to the legs, we see those socket joints again where it can rotate and move back and forth or up and down. And then there are some claws on the feet, and that's pretty much it. They're just in that fixed position. And then the tail has the most articular joints out of the whole entire set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 joints in the entire tail, so you can get lots of crazy snake-like movements with the dragon's tail. I love all the details going into this, with all like the spikes and ridges, with all the cheese slopes and things like that. It's kind of hard to get this to stand up. Also, the bottom of the dragon is really detailed. They put a lot of detail into this, which I think is really cool. Another thing I really like is, oh, I did not mean to actually break the whole thing, but taking off this, there are two pieces down here that I've just really liked how they're put together. So you got that one, and then this one goes on top, kind of overlapping it. I don't know why that amazes me so much, but it does. I just needed to point that out. These pieces are on like the 2x2 hinges, and they clip on there. There's just lots of great sculpting with the tiny curves and pieces like that, and there's a lot of dark red Nexonite shields unprinted all around this set. You might be able to spot quite a few of them. Let me check the instructions to see how many of them there are. There are, let's see, where are they? Right there, 14 of them. You get 14 of those unprinted Nexonite shields in dark red. That is insane. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of great clever part usage with like the car hood piece up here in red, and a lot of the, like I said, all these joints and curved tiles and stuff. One thing I don't like is how when I try to pull the feet out, it constantly unclips. And they have to be like that. You can't really have them jointed. The feet probably should have been on a ball joint, so that way you can get them to sit in different positions. How do I stand this thing up? This is difficult. I know I was able to do it back then, or like a couple months ago when I had it built. I guess I just kind of forgot how. Okay, well, there's that. The box for this set is a really beautiful box design where it has Kai flying Blaze around the dojo or the monastery that the ninja used to live in Season 1. As you can see, those are the gates where they are, like the dragon garage, I like to call it. That's where they had them. There's two more on the other side for the other two ninjas. But I love like the pink trees around and the cherry blossoms and stuff. It also tells you featured in Season 1. I don't know what that QR code does. I bet it takes you to like the Ninjago website or something. Why don't you guys scan that for me? On the back you can see a different shot of the set. This is actually inside the Temple of Fire, which is pretty cool. And then it shows some play features, how the wings close and open. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. And how you can pop off the saddle. Then it shows you all 6 ninja. It's just the shadow silhouettes of them. It's just, except for Nia because she comes in the set. And then you can see Blaze in the show. And there's Blaze riding against, I think that's Jay's dragon. And then there's, yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's a really great set. Oh, and there's a cool shot of Legacy Nia on the side as well. And yeah, it's a really big looking box. I know I recycle most of my boxes, and it's very rare that it's very rare that I keep one, but I think I'm actually going to keep this one just because it looks so nice. Like I mentioned before, the instructions here are large size. It mimics the pattern on the box. On the back, you have the Win Lloyd from the Ninjago movie. We already saw the piece count page. Here we have kind of not really a checklist, but this tells you what sets you can find the other ninja in. So as you can see, there's Lloyd in the Tournament of Elements, and then there's Nia in the Fire Dragon Attack. I want to get the other ones, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Over here we have some more pictures or play features of the dragon, and then on the front we have an ad for Lego build instructions, and that's it. So overall, for 50 bucks, this is a really cool set. I think the build is really where most of the price comes from. I mean, since both of the figures aren't, or since all of the figures aren't really exclusive, except for Nia, kind of. There's not, that's, what was I trying to say? Since none of the figures are exclusive, I'm guessing most of the price goes towards the set. And looking at the price for piece ratio, it looks like it could have been 60 bucks, but I'm glad that they kept it at 50. And I don't know, I really like the build of this dragon. It looks a lot better than the original one that we had before. A lot of the legacy sets do a great job of recreating old sets and making them look a little bit better. I mean, except for some of them, like the new Samurai X Mech didn't really look as bad. The new Samurai X Mech doesn't look as good as the old one, but yeah, I guess I'll give this a 9 out of 10. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this set. And with that being said, I think it's time to move this to my display if I have room for it. So let's just scope it out first real quick to see where we can have this. So I'll put the Golden Nia right here next to Golden Lloyd, and maybe if I move the dimensions boxes, I might be able to scoot the dragon back there right before season 2. So actually, no, that's season 1. The dragon is in the pilot season, or the first 2 episodes, so technically not season 1, but it does appear in season 1. And there we have it. He's just kind of crammed in there. I had to move the pose around a little bit, just try and get him to fit. We got Zane and Whiplash over there fighting right behind Jay and whatever your name is. And then we got Nia over there paired up with Golden Jay, or Golden Lloyd. Oh, there goes Kai. Oh, these guys aren't taped down. Huh. This is the new Ninjago display, by the way. I forgot to mention. I do need to do another collection tour update. The last one I did was right before I changed it all. And this is the Ninjago shelf. Wow. That looks nice. I gotta get a screenshot of that. Holy cow. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to join the Discord if you guys want to vote for which LEGO set I review next week. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.